Hello, welcome to Transfer Hub. This is the latest transfer news flying around in the transfer. Uh, what do you call it? The transfer metaverse. Thank you very much for watching. This is 6 Yard Box. It's all about football. It's all about the transfers. It's all about what's going on. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Make sure you follow, like, share, all that good stuff. And that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do. This is the transfer hub. Let's get straight into it. I think the latest news, the big news is the Hurricane Bayern Munich talks are scheduled for today. I don't know. Maybe people are watching the plane. I don't even know. But apparently, that talks have been cancelled. Bayern officials were supposed to fly in today for the talks, but they've changed their mind, and maybe Daniel Levy's was not feeling well or something, or I don't know. Something must have happened. I don't know. But yeah, the trip to London has been cancelled. So I've talked with Harry Kane. Harry Kane moving. I think the deal, the fee Bayern were proposing was close to like 100 million euros. I think if personally, I think if Harry Kane wants to go, I know just because he's been a good servant, and if he wants to go to Bayern, I think that we should sit down and trash out a deal and do it quickly as well. We don't want a situation whereby we are waiting uh, and till the last minute. So I got a feeling this deal will be done by I think next week, because Tottenham are playing next week on Shakhtar on Sunday. I think the deal will be done by the end of that next week on Monday, because Tottenham need time to get those centre backs in. They've been linked with Tapsoba and Van der Ven, and I think Tottenham needs to get one of them in. I think Daniel Levy has to make sure he gets this deal done for the centre backs, because he has to give this manager time to give him every chance to be able to have a good team and compete for the season. He has to do it really quickly. I don't know what the situation is with terms of budgets and all that kind of stuff. They're waiting for the Hurricane money. I don't know. But he has to get this deal done ASAP, man, and let the centre backs come in and to make sure, yeah, Postecoglou has his centre backs in place. I think Daniel Levy. I'm wrong. I don't wanna assume anything. But our goal feeling is still running the club as if it's 1980. All the stuff that came out earlier in the season that they were going to be using stats to sign players. That was a bit of a shock, because it's like I'm thinking, so what have they been using to sign players all this all this while? I think that should be the norm. That should be what most big clubs do. Even small clubs do it. You should use stats to sign players that will fit into the manager's system. So I will be definitely be surprised if that's what they're doing. But I think the centre backs will come in. At least one will come in before the season, before the transfer window closes. I don't know, maybe before the first game. But we need to get one being before the first game of the season, because it is going to be tough if we don't get the centre backs in. I mean, losing 2 games despite playing well. I can see the scenario now. Tottenham don't get a centre back in. We play good football till the end of this transfer, then we get them in on the last day, and then we've lost 2 games or 3 games, from at the start of the season, and the manager is playing catch up. There's a pressure on the manager as well, so he has to help the manager out in that sense. And yeah, this is something that we'll be looking forward to. It should be interesting to watch that and see what's going on. And yeah, looking forward to that. Other news as well. Harry Kane is not the only guy moving clubs. More players are joining the Saudi train, on board the Saudi train. Boop, boop. Is that the sound of a train? I don't even know. But Mahrez has joined for about 30 million. He's gone off to Saudi to join one of the clubs there in that league. That league is looking really, really good now with the players moving. Mane as well has joined Ronaldo at his club as well. That one is just dropping as well. So there seems to be a lot of players making that move over to the Saudi league. Can't blame them. The Premier League have already have done that before in the past as well, uh, getting players for getting players to boost the league. So yeah, it's I think it's just something that's going to be happening. It's just something that's been happening and something that will continue to happen as this Saudi league is trying to to muscle in on the big league as well. So yeah, it's not a problem. I understand what's going on. That's the day. That's the football. That's the era now. I like a bit of competition for the Premier League as well. So yeah, it's good news. Good news as far as I'm concerned. It's good news for the whole football thing. We don't want the Premier League just to have a monopoly on things. We want it to be shared around the world, different parts of the world. I'd love to see a country in Africa do the same thing if possible. So yeah, that's good news. So Mane going, Mahrez going to Saudi, James Ward-Prowse, West Ham have had a bid. I think it's rejected. Let's just come. I'm gonna try and confirm that to make sure I've got my stuff right. I think they put in a bid for I don't know. I think they put in a bid um, for Prowse, and I think that deal has been rejected by uh, yeah, that's going to have been rejected for Ward Prowse as well. And West Ham have also put in a bid for Harry. That's just breaking now. West Ham have put in a bid for Harry Maguire, Manchester United of 20 million. That's been rejected as well by Manchester United. And yeah, you can see West Ham are trying to spend our money now, 100 million for Rice. Moise Caicedo, he's one of the big transfer news rumors of this transfer. One of the big major planned movers in this transfer. There are a couple of players that they are floating around. News are going around in terms of them moving clubs. Once Caicedo is one of the big ones. Chelsea have put in another bid, 80 million, that's been rejected by Brighton. Moise Caicedo is a good player. He could play right back. He can play midfield. He's strong. Can pass the ball. Covers the ground. For me, I think he's even better than Rice. I think if Rice is going for 100 million, I think Moise Caicedo should be going for the same amount of money as well. I saw somebody saying, Chelsea should not go for more than 80 for Moise Caicedo, but at the same token, um, you know, Arsenal of 500 million for Rice, just because obviously, as a British English player, you get that premium price on you. So I think Caicedo should be roughly about 100 million as well. If I was Brighton, I wouldn't even sell it. I wouldn't even pick up the phone if you don't get to that 100 million because he's worth that kind of fee as well. So yeah, Moise Caicedo is still waiting for what do you call it? Waiting for Chelsea to get to the 100 million mark as well. Tony Tosin Adarabioyo, Fulham Adarabioyo. That's how you pronounce it. I think is accepted. The deal fee has been accepted from Monaco, so he's heading over to Monaco. Tottenham are interested in him, but I think he prefers Monaco. I won't blame him, to be honest. I'll prefer Monaco as well. So yeah, Tosin Adarabioyo is going to Monaco, and as a Tottenham fan, on the downside, the deal for Tapsoba and Van der Ven is not closed according to reports. So Tottenham are still haggling over price. I think it's about 75 million for both players. That's 5 million each. I think In this day and age, I think Tottenham should snap that deal up. But I'm 99.9% sure Tottenham will bring in a centre back in this window. I don't know when, but they will bring in a centre back before the window closes. OEB's deal to Atletico, they've offered about 22, 20, about 20, 17 million pounds, which is about 22, I think 20, 22 million euros. I think he should be definitely worth more than that. Tottenham bought him for 15 million, but he's a top player. I don't even want him to leave Tottenham. That's the way I'm feeling about Oibie. I want him to stay. So yeah, I hope they don't get him. He's a good player, unless he wants to leave. So yeah, really, really looking forward to the transfer window. And that's the latest news. Really, we're gonna be doing this every 2 days. I think I don't want to be doing. We don't want to be dropping it every day. Every 2 days we do. Watch out for all of our content. We got loads more stuff coming. We got new contents coming as well. We've got the professor coming. We'll be looking at tactical analysis of games. We'll be looking at the the funny side of it. So the professor is coming. Make sure you look out for that one as well. So yeah, should be interesting. Make sure you follow, like, and share. Follow, like, and share. This is the 6 yard box, and yeah, it should be loads more fun. This is a transfer hub. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe to the channel to get the latest transfer news. I've got loads more stuff coming. Commentary box is gonna be back. Podcast, the Footy Mad podcast is gonna be back as well before the season kicks off. That should be dropping sometime next week. We're looking at the Premier League season preview as well, and then obviously the transfer window, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Uh, New season for the channel. We're looking for people that want to come on and talk about football. If you're interested, please drop me a line, comment or whatever, and let me know. Let's get you on board if you're interested to come and collaborate, and we can talk about football all day long. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the 6 yard box, and this is the transfer hub. See you next time. Take care. God bless.